Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. So I wanted to ask you, how do you picture God? Now, no matter if you believe or don't believe or anything like that, I would love it if you just comment below, how do you picture God? And again, if you believe or don't believe or whatever, I just please stick with me here because first of all, try to think of, how do you picture God? And then let me ask you a question, do you know God? Okay? Or does your picture consist of what assumptions you've made, perceptions from, say, other people, perceptions from movies, perceptions from the way people frame history, or or is your picture consist of what you know about God? Okay. Um, And you may have heard this phrase a lot, it's a personal relationship between you and the Creator, you and God. And just like any relationship, okay, don't you have to get to know the person? Doesn't a relationship kind of build with the more more experiences you have together? Can you say you really know someone? Well, nowadays it seems like people just assume by labels and assume that they know you. But do you really know someone and before you really get to know them? Does that make sense? What has there ever been someone in your life where you've heard all these rumors and these bad things about someone, then you actually meet them and you find them to not be true? Well, it's really could be the same with God. Okay. So if your picture consists of only what sources from the world outside of you, information you've gotten from that source, then your picture may be incorrect. Okay. Now, of course, I can't tell you how to picture God. It's your relationship. No matter if you're very active in that relationship on your end or not active at all, He still loves you. He created you. If you exist, He loves you. But what I'm going to do is, especially if you've never really, if you look inside and you honestly say that you yourself inside have never gotten to know God yourself, let me tell you a little bit about God. Okay, that's what this video is really about. If you know God, then stick around, because let me know if you disagree or agree. But I'm going to read verses from the Bible, okay, about God, okay, what God's word says about God, okay. And so that's really what a lot of this video is going to be about. But I wanted you to picture, have your picture, because it's yours, you picture of God in your head, and then listen to the words and see if your picture matches up with what I'm reading. Okay? It's a challenge, a little exercise again on this video. But so let's begin, huh? Shall we? So I'm going to start with Genesis chapter 1, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Bam. So He's the creator of all. Okay? There's nothing that has been made that He didn't make. Okay? So just kind of make sure that that's in your picture, that everything that exists, He created. Okay? So He knows everything intimately, and everything that you see in creation and what you don't see. Okay? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for our finite minds to wrap ourselves around and understand the infinite. But just try to take a moment to really absorb it. And again, you won't fully understand it, but maybe get a better picture than just kind of if you never took that time. Because when you really think about everything that has been made, he made. There's no separation. So he knows about everything. Okay. Next one I want to read is Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 through 10. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go, and tell this people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. So I really like that about, because of course, holy, holy, holy is the Lord. He is the King, okay? And this is Isaiah here, okay? And he knew that he was not worthy, but the Lord, the seraphims, but through the Lord, made him worthy to be in his presence because he loves us, okay? He created us. But also here he says, make the hearts of this people fat and their ears heavy. He basically says, even though the people refuse to try for themselves, I'm going to try to make it so that they convert and be healed. Okay? He is holy. He loves us. He cares for us. He makes straight our paths. There's nothing out of his hands. All right? I'm going to read Psalms chapter 145, verses 8 and 9. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger, and of great mercy. Actually, I'm going to read more than just 8 and 9. Sorry. The Lord is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works. All thy works shall praise thee, O Lord, and thy saints shall bless thee. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom and talk of thy power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts and the glorious majesty of his kingdom. The kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat in due season. Thou openest thine hand, and satisfieth the desire of every living thing. The Lord is righteous in all his ways, and holy in all his works. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. So that was of course longer. That was lines 8 or verses 8 through 19 actually. But so I mean, he is the Almighty, okay? But he is good. Like it's not the way man thinks and the way man acts, okay? He like right where the Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him. It didn't say unto some of them that call upon them. It didn't say on the specific ones that call upon him, but all them that call upon him. Okay? And I want to say this too because I think some people have been deceived, or of course the deception of the agents of darkness, the great deceiver, convince people that they're not worthy, that they've done too much bad, that they've gone too dark, they can't go back, there's no hope, and all that stuff, right? The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, okay? And so if you're watching this, and if you don't think you're special and you're greater than the Lord's grace and love for you, you're not. Don't be that egotistical, to be honest. Humble yourself and understand that there's nothing above the Creator, and he loves you, or he wouldn't have created you. Okay? So next one, Psalms. I'm going to read Psalms chapter 146. Praise ye the Lord. Praise the Lord, O my soul. While I live, will I praise the Lord. I will sing praises unto my God while I have any being. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day his thoughts perish. Happy is he that hath the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all therein is, which keepeth truth forever, which executeth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. The Lord looseneth the prisoners. The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind. The Lord raiseth them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous. The Lord preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and widow. But the way of the wicked he turneth upside down. The Lord shall reign forever, even thy God, O Zion, unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord. And really about this, put not your trust in princes, nor in man, in whom there is no help. His breath go forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day his thoughts perish. Talking about man, okay? He's like, don't put your trust in man. And I've talked about this, and so I wanted to bring this up because he is all powerful. Trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. And if you've been a very controlling person, like I definitely was in one part, in a part of my life, it is hard to do that. That's what they call a leap of faith, maybe. But if you do put your trust in the Lord and give him that chance, okay, just trust him. He will make straight your paths. And you like I've said before, there's no coincidences. So you got to, be aware, because there's nothing that's out of his control. Nothing he didn't know what would happen since the beginning. So no matter what manly measurements or worldly measurements is big or small, he does it all, because his thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. Okay? And it's really those precious, special, intimate moments, the small things. Be aware of your thoughts and be aware of your surroundings. And he speaks. He speaks. Because he's greater than just a mouth or a voice. He is all. He is the great I am that I am. He speaks to you through all of creation. because it doesn't exist without him. All right. Um, so anyways, I'm going to read John chapter 4, verse 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay. I've talked about the flesh versus the spirit, eternity versus temporary, life versus death, life versus death, light versus darkness. Um, Spirit and truth, and I've talked about, you have to desire if you want to know. You can't just say it. You need to feel those emotions. That's our spirit. The things we don't see is what's eternal. That's what we really take with us. And so you speak and worship with emotions, okay? And your thoughts. And again, it has to be authentic because he knows it. He knows if it's authentic or not. Be real. Don't say or think or do what you think he does. Be real because he comes where you are. He has a purpose for you. He created you. Does that make sense? So you don't need to be fake for him. Just be you. Be honest. But you have to be in truth. Because it's just futile not if you try to do something and it's not authentic. Psalms chapter 86 verse 15. But thou, O Lord, art a God full of compassion and gracious, long-suffering, means patient, and plenteous in mercy and truth. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 4. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment. A God of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he. Psalms chapter 139. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wouldst slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Is your picture of God, and thank you for sticking with the video. It's going to be ending here shortly. But is your picture of God changed at all from these words? And I really encourage you to read for yourself, because there's tons that talk about who God is, what God is in the Bible. Don't take people's perceptions, interpretations, especially movies or perceptions from this world outside of yourself. You don't know a person until you get to know them. And that's true with any relationship. So try to get to know God before you set your own judgment and conclusions about God. So that's just a few that speak about him, and I've talked about my own relationship with him, because I can't convey it because it's personal with me and him. But it is the most satisfying. It's on a whole different level than any relationship you can have with any person here on earth. Your best friend, your spouse, your family, your kids, your parents, like whatever. It's not even comparable to any of those. Okay, think about the time in your life you felt the most loved. Multiply that by infinity, and that's getting close to the way it is. Okay, and it's for everyone. He's always with you, no matter if you acknowledge him or not. He already knows everything that's been done to you, everything you've done, and it's okay. He created you. If it wasn't okay, he wouldn't have created you. It's pretty simple. He knows all. He doesn't do things just to find out how they turn out. Okay? And nothing a creation does, nothing in creation is greater than the Creator. Have no fear. Like, fear the Lord in terms of respect, but He is your Father, your Creator, like beyond earthly parents. Okay? Your best friend, your everything. He's everything. So, anyways, and that's my personal experience. Okay, but it's available to you, but it'll be different than my experience because it's made for you. Does that make sense? It's beyond description to try to convey. But anyways, thank you for sticking with this video, and hopefully your picture already aligned with like the words I was reading there. But if it didn't, then get to know God. If you desire to know, I can't make you want to know, but that is the Lord, my God, the one and living God. Okay. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Ring-a-ding-a-ling that bell for notifications to let you know when I upload videos. And as always, stay strong and God bless.